ओम ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अचिंत्य व्यक्त रूपाय निर्गुणाय गुणात्मने समस्त जगदाधार मूर्तये ब्रह्मणे नमः। Already we have completed the first chapter. Now we'll start today's second chapter, and of course we'll go as quick as possible. Dhyanam srunu Mahadevi Sarvananda Pradayakam Sarvasaukhya-karam chaiva Bhukti-mukti-pradayakam. So Lord Shiva says, O Mahadevi, now Dhyanam, method of Dhyanam, Dhyana Prakaram, also medium also of meditation, that I am going to talk. And why? Which is Sarva Ananda Pradayakam. This Dhyanam gives all sort of happiness. So here it also wants to highlight this aspect. Ananda, the happiness, does not come from outside, it comes from within, number one. Number two, also it wants to highlight that depends upon the Sattva-guna in me, I enjoy or I cherish my happiness. So my happiness is always goes along with my Sattva guna. And Dhyanam is supposed to bring Sattva guna. And when we say Dhyanam, it has to be Saguna Brahma Dhyanam. So that means there should be Ishvaraha. It can be Ekarupa Ishvaraha or your Ishta Devata. It is not that closing your eyes, I am doing Dhyana. Yes, your mind will calm down. Definitely, you will not interact with the society for some time, which is good for others. I don't know whether it is good for you or not. But here is being said, when you do Dhyanam, Dhyanam brings all sort of happiness, pleasure, and also Sarva Saukhya-karam chaiva. Not only it gives happiness, also it gives comfort. That you start finding or you start discovering comforts with it, because if you observe your life, mind always makes us to get engaged in different activities based on our guna. If we have tamasic guna predominant, that time mind will push us to get engaged in tamasic activities. If the mind is predominant with rajasic, that time mind will get activated or will push us to get involved in rajasic activities. So also sattvic too. Now, our mind, it's like, as we have discussed, it's like, all sort of frequencies are available on the air, but depends upon your transistor, depends upon your television set, which wave you are catching. And here we say the transistor or this television that we have is mind, who has got only three frequencies with various variations. So one is sattva, second one is raja, third one is tamas. And of course, fine tune can be any number. And it says not only that, bhukti, mukti, pradayakam. So these two words, ananda and sukham, again is being repeated as bhukti and mukti. So ananda goes for mukti and sukham goes for bhukti. Continue. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Smarami. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Bhajami. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Vadami. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Namami. Such look. The Guru, that which is ultimate. And this ultimate for me, and who is Srimat? So the one who is embodiment of Sri, the prosperity, Lakshmi. And this Guru, that means the Guru has got both bhukti and mukti. So he or she may not uses the bhukti, especially the comfort part for oneself, but generally it is always goes to others. That's why all these babas and different people are being marketed. Not because of the mukti, but because of bhukti. Like, I have a favorite story. I bring one baba. So it seems, okay. So he was having a dress with a hole. Now that baba has got golden statues. But in that golden statues, there is a hole. Means on the shirt they make a hole. What a ridiculous, okay? Because these are the fabricated, these are the called, really very fabricated stories. You have to be very careful. Completely fabricated. So this is not acceptable, but however here it says, Srimad Param Brahma Gurum Smarami. Let us not drag too much. So I meditate on Guru, and who is that ultimate Brahman. Now I do smaranam, do remember. And also, because when I remember Guru, also I remember the teaching. Now, Srimad Param Brahma Gurum Bhajami. So I also do bhajanam, means I glorify. I also talk loudly. And of course, Srimad Param Brahma Gurum Vadami. I speak of him. And Srimad Param Brahma Gurum Namami. I prostrate. So that means here it says, look, I engage myself in such a way that I am always connected with the teaching, so that I am able to see my limitations. Continuing. Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Tribunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Have you heard this verse somewhere? So if you have heard, you know. So I think I don't have to talk, okay? So you can break your head. Okay? Here he says, look, the Guru who is Kevalam Parama Sukhadam. We can take this verse any way we want. So the one who is give Kevalam, only Sukhadam, the one who gives Dada, the giver of Sukham, the happiness. And what is that? Parama Sukhadam, the ultimate Sukha. So what is the ultimate Sukha? Rest in peace, okay? So the Guru is the giver of the ultimate peace called rest in peace. Sometimes it works, okay? I can share you a beautiful story. So a sadhu went to somebody's house and stayed one night. Then this person took care of the sadhu very well. And as usual, last towards the end, so please bless us. And sadhu blessed. My blessings there with this family. Let the grandparents die first. And then the father, then children. Imagine what a disaster. After doing all this, seva, if this sort of blessings you get, what will happen? So somebody objected, is this the way of giving blessing? The sadhu smiled, yes, this is the right blessing that I have chosen for this family. Why did they, do something wrong? No, they have done their best. That's why I'm giving the best blessing, which I never give this sort of blessing to anyone. Now, what does it mean? The sadhu said, look, this is called teaching that if a person is born, death is definite. Nobody can change it. But I wish for this family, let the grandfather die. Means in front of grandfather, grandchildren or children should not die. Imagine, in front of grandfather, grandchild dies. It is a curse for the grandparents. In front of parents, child dies. It is a curse. So that's why I said, let there be an order in death. And that should be followed natural order. And this could be the best blessing that one can ever receive. So that's why here he says, Parama Sukhadam. So whenever the natural order is being respected or is happening with me, that means I am in ultimate Sukham, like husbands. So as long as they listen to any of wives, they are in Parama Sukhadam. So those who are okay. So also wife, they have also Paramasukhadam, okay? Don't be Paramasukham, okay? Because morning, if they don't become a, also they will not have Sukham either. Okay? Each one has got different, okay? This is just simply. Problem is, if you don't do a, this husband will not wake up, okay? That is also another problem, okay? So it's both way, complementary to each other. I'm not telling you jokes. Just don't give chance wife to do a, she will go crazy and make you crazy. And also wife decides not to do a for a few days to with husband, the husband also will equally go crazy, okay? So this is called parasparam bhavayantam, okay? Yeah, okay. So let me not get into too much, but this is my joke to change your attention, nothing else, okay? So don't take it seriously. If you take seriously, it's your problem, not my problem. And Brahmanandam, the Anandam that is related to Brahman. And also the Guru is embodiment of the Murti, the figure, the body of the Guru is nothing but Jnanam Iti. So that's why when we look at all these things, by default, we all follow our guru, including physically. So if you observe, many of disciples of Puja Swamiji do not cover the head. So it's not right or wrong, I'm not talking about it, because if a person looks at him, everything role model moves along with him, automatically it comes. Like, for example, those in Chinmaya Mission, they used to follow. So what they used to do, they will have, sometimes wristwatch on the right hand, or the way they put this thing. So what Chinmayananji was doing it, so they put it like in every organization, okay? It's not Swami Chinmayananji or Swami Dayananji. Even if in Sri Ramakrishna Mission, there is one said, every organization has got some unique approach. And nothing wrong in it, because here what happens is, when they look at the teacher and they get influenced, sometimes without their knowledge, they behave in that way, which is acceptable. But if they imitate, it's not acceptable. You understand the concept? Out of sense of insecurity, out of jealousy, out of competition, if they follow in that way, that is not acceptable. But genuinely, if somebody is influenced without the knowledge the person has picked up, absolutely not, nothing wrong in it. In fact, that is to be encouraged. See, everybody need not be Vartika Kara Surasaracharya, but they can be Padmapadacharya. Absolutely not a problem at all. I'm talking about Adi Shankaracharya's disciple name, okay? See, because Sureshwaracharya called Vartika Kara, he could write, whatever Adi Shankaracharya left, he could write. But at the same time, there is devotion. So here he says very carefully, Jnana Murti and also Dvanda Adhitham. So beyond pairs of opposite. So whether it is Ragadvesa or whether it is Sukha Dukkham. So these are the mental aspect, and of course there are physical aspects. Gagana Sadrusham. So compared to Gagana, Gagana means space. Means the one who is accommodating personality. As the space accommodates, so also the Guru accommodates. No choice. And how Tattvam Asyadi Laksham iti. So how this Tattvam Asi, this that you are that, how this teaching is being aiming at something, that Brahman. So that is also indicated by him, and also he is the indication too. Ekam Nityam Bimalam Achalam. Ekam one. Nityam eternal. Bimalam, because all these words we have seen in different occasions differently, okay? Bimalam means free from impurities. In short, the one who has got Sattva Guna predominance. So, Suddha Sattva Sattvartham Ityartham. And Achalam, immovable. So that's why the Swami does not cross the sea. This is okay. So should have Guru Murti. Okay. You understand? Guru Murti means heavy Murti. Okay. So that makes your dhoti should not fall down, so that you tie down with okay, tummy comes out, your portable TV comes out. That's amazing. Okay. You should see all these things. Nothing wrong in it. Good. Yeah, I'm not criticizing anybody. Okay, please. All are pujya, all are namaste. Okay. So then, sarva sakshi bhutam. So it is like witnessing. That means what? You just keep witnessing, nothing to do. Bhavaditam. So aditam beyond bhavas. Because the problem is either I am, you know, in extremes. I keep thinking unnecessarily, or I overjoice unnecessarily. So my bhava, my emotions always takes over me. So whatever emotion comes, that I am with it. That where to draw a line, how to draw a line, how smoothly. It is like exactly, when you get into any new person's learning driving fellow, how the person applies the brake, how the person takes the vehicle out of the track. It's amazing. Okay. So you have to keep your heart somewhere, and go and sit with the person in the vehicle, okay? But same vehicle, you have to have that much trust in that fellow. So slowly he becomes or she becomes a good driver, then no problem. We can relax. Because it happens with me sometimes, okay? With some people when I travel, I'm not telling you jokes. I keep my heart somewhere. Means I keep it on lock, okay? Do happen, let it happen, whatever happens. Or else you cannot travel with this sort of people, okay? I cannot forget one incident I can tell you. I think it happened in Italy. That was a disaster. There was no hurry because okay, we were going somewhere to meet somebody, and some road work was going on. There was one single lane. I cannot forget single lane. Okay, from double same in autostrada in the highway. The person was driving 160, 170. Single road. Okay, I was sitting in the front. I said, if suppose something little, and people are working also, workers are working in other lane. It's dangerous and not supposed to drive as per the rule. You cannot. I was keeping my heart somewhere. I loved my heart. Okay. Okay. If it has to happen, if the vehicle topples 10 times, no problem. I'll also one among with the vehicle. Okay. No problem. So, like that. So, also people, when they drive their mind emotions so fast, they really create a lot of joy because whether you like it or not, you have boarded in them and they have boarded in you. It is interrelated. You cannot say it's one-way traffic. It's interrelated. So when you have boarded in their mind, that person also has boarded in your mind because then what choice you have? Like in the public transport, have you not observed? Especially I have seen, remember like olden days. So when you travel in India, public transport, especially bus, what happens? The fellow, whoever is little fat, you know what he will do? Cannot enter. So allow a small child to get inside, okay? That fellow, grrr, then you get a space, or somebody does this way, that way, so that space is open. So, like that, how that one fellow can disturb the whole ecosystem. So, also, my ecosystem can be destroyed, disturbed by any one of you too. Or I can be also destroyer of your ecosystem. And here he says, look, that's why bhavatitam, not overjoying, not, do you know, also not getting carried away with any emotions. Triguna rahitam, free from all three qualities. That Guru is called Sadguru. My salutation. Continuing. Dhyayet, see, Dhyayet Gurum Chandrakala Prakasham Satyat Sukhabhishthavaram. Oh, I made a mistake. Hrudam Buje Kanika Madhya Samsthe Karnika. Simhasane संस्थिता दिव्यमूर्तिं ध्यायेत् गुरुं चन्द्रकलाप्रकाशं सच्चित्सुखाभीष्टवरं दधानम्. Says, look, when you understand the concept of Guru, then it becomes easier to meditate upon him. So how to be meditated? So you need definitely a proper asanam because whatever you meditate, this is a minimum thing. To meditate upon something, that's why we bring Saguna Brahma Upasana, Dhyanam Iti. You have to keep the object of meditation in high position. So you cannot put, for example's sake, in your house. So you sit on the chair. So your deity also in the chair level. It's not allowed. That's why in the temple and other things, chairs are not allowed. Cannot be. So if you are sitting on the chair, your deity cannot be in the same level. It has to be little higher. That's why puja room, we make it different. But what we do, we keep puja room and keep open also, okay? And sit on the chair, discuss this, that, all these things. It's not acceptable because that means you are disrespecting. Hey, do your puja, puja, then after that close it. No, we want to keep it because we want to show to others. It's a very funny concept people follow in India especially. So in short, the deity should be in higher than you. Then only dhyana becomes easier. Because if you want to keep it in the same level, it cannot work. And if you keep it lower, forget. That's why here it says, you need to offer a throne, singhasana. Because whom you respect, you have to give proper asana. Not wherever you feel like it, okay, be seated, do it, whatever, no problem. Okay. Like somebody I notice very nicely sometimes, when I go, recently I had been to one program. In fact, I just kept my mouth shut. I said, okay, I should come away. So people don't have common sense in Odisha especially. Really, okay, the problem is because mainly I should very openly say this thing. This Bhakti movement, especially Chaitanya and other people, they destroyed the Odisha culture. Very sad. And of course, all these mudds and all these things, they don't follow. Very difficult. Sometimes you have to literally tell them and impose, then things may work, or else nothing works. Oh, already time is over. So here he says, where I went. So the moment they said, so Swamiji, please be seated here. They will get up from the chair. You understand? And be seated there. This is ridiculous. No common sense, these people. Please be seated here. At least, take a cloth or handkerchief or tissue paper or something or sprinkle some water, some bhavana, nothing. Please be seated here. And some people also, sitting there, they'll show the hand, please. That's another level, okay? There's nothing wrong, is there the problem? What I'm trying to highlight here is, but when like we go, they expect the best to deliver. How is it possible? Suppose I'm going for a speech or what, or I'm going for a cause or whatever, they expect me to deliver the best without doing anything. Is it possible? Same thing also, I expect that Guru to deliver the best in my life. I'm giving the example, what I go through in Odisha, that's why I'm giving to you also example. I expect the Guru to deliver the best in my life. But do I do the best? If I don't do the best, how can the Guru deliver the best? It's not going to work in long run. I have seen for myself, I'm telling you openly. It will not work at all. So keeping that in mind, so he says, look, the first point is that I make the Guru to sit on a throne. I can imagine I can visualize. So because when I visualize, that means what? The gratitude becomes so spontaneous. And I keep the Guru in my Hrudaya Singhasana, in my heart. Yes, everybody says, hey, Swamiji, you are in my heart all the time. Love dub, love dub, love dub. I don't want to hear your love dub, okay? You understand what I'm trying to say? Keep your love dub with you, okay? I'm tired of hearing sounds, okay? Again, another continuously, dub, 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 dub. What a painful situation, you understand? Only I'll hear your problems. And in fact, if I'm there, I'll say, you know what? I pray, let this love dub stop. You understand? So that I will be peaceful. Let us be practical, okay? What I'm trying. If you are practical, I am also to be practical or not. Then if I talk this thing, Swamiji, you are rude. You don't understand us. Better I should not understand, okay? Then Swamiji, you are not accommodating us because my language they will teach me, okay? I have to say, Vasmasura, Namo Namaha. Vasmasuraya Namaha. So I have to chant, do some, archana for you, okay? But he says, look, so you need to look at this with this verse. I'll quickly. Now, the Guru is, you need to meditate upon a Guru, the one who is being seated on a Divya Singhasana. And the throne is such a way that it is very divine. And where is it being? It is in my heart. So lotus, here he says, we say lotus of heart, because the heart we call, as Padma Sadrusham, like a lotus. How lotus is tender and how lotus stands for knowledge, so also accommodating here heart. And not only that, I need to see Dhyayat Gurum Chandra Kala Prakasham. So I want this Guru who is emanating Chandrakala, emanating light of not sun, but moon, very pleasing. How is the moonlight? Okay. In fact, tomorrow is the full moon. So now if you observe, and especially yesterday Kartikeya Deepam has started, what a beautiful thing to observe in Tiruvannamalai. So here, when you look at this, how this happens, and also the one Sachit Sukha Avishtaparam Dadhanam, and this Guru is capable of giving what? To the meditator, the boon of what? Sat, Chit, and Sukham. Can give the boon of Sat, the existence, Chit, the awareness, and of course Sukham. Sukham means the happiness. Now I meditate upon Guru, because here what happens is, when you start doing this Guru Dhyanam always to be done, keeping the Guru in high pedestal. Because if the Guru is not kept in high pedestal, then what happens is, I slowly, without my knowledge, I compare myself with the Guru. Then from my comparison comes competition. And when I start competing with the Guru, out of, after comparison, I am always a loser, even though I win. Okay? Because with Guru, a student can never win. Like, for example, if you observe, children can never win from their parents. Can never try. The more you try to win, the more you are defeated. You understand? It's a very subtle point to observe. Because that is what your package you have to accept. So without accepting this package, if you do, it's not going to work in long run. I think I should stop here. More of it we'll see. Om Purnamada Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, all of you.